Oh, Sylvia. Yes, Mickey. How you call your lover boy? Come here, lover boy. And if he doesn't answer, oh, lover boy. And if he still doesn't answer, I simply say, baby, bow, bow, bow. Oh, baby, bow. My sweet baby, bow. You're the one, bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
And oop.
Hey, chat. How are you? Sighs remorsefully. So, we head to the Costco on Saturday morning, a death wish, or as Grandma Teen pronounces it, Costco. We get there, it's 9:20ish, and on Saturdays at our Costco in Natomas, us Gold Star members, we can't get in till 9:30. You executive members can get in at 9, but we have to wait a half hour. Us peasants aren't allowed to enter until 9:30. So I go through a couple phases while we stand outside, waiting to enter and watching the executive club members walk in. First, I go a little Wayne's World. I go, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy to be in your presence, Mr. and Mrs. Executives. And then I turn to anger and I say, eat the rich. You 1%ers, go enjoy your Met Gala. And then I channel the ugly old lady in Princess Bride. I say, bow down to the executive members. Boo, boo, boo. But it's 9:27. Technically, we're not allowed to walk inside till 9:30. So my wife, Carolyn, she walks in like she owns the joint, and I follow behind her, cowering at 9:27. And I say, I'm with her, and if we got a problem here, Buster, you talk to her. But I'm only following her orders. By the way, my coworkers, Mr. Powell and Kemma, are executive members. They spend their hard-earned money on Jordan shoes that cost several $100s a pair, and Gucci clutch bags or clutches or whatever, which another several $100s per bag. But whatever. I walk in. I was wearing the same shirt that I bought at that exact Costco just a few weeks ago. It's Lucky Brand Co., which was cool back in the day. It was very Los Angeles, Southern California, white t-shirt, blue jeans, but now it's at Costco for $10 a t-shirt. How the mighty have fallen. But I did feel self-conscious because I will recognize people who buy Adidas specifically shirts. I remember seeing them on the huge t-shirt tables in the middle of Costco a few weeks ago, and now I see people wearing them to shop at Costco, and it's a little garish. It's like going into an Old Navy wearing a t-shirt that says Old Navy on it. I expected better of myself. But I'm old now, and I don't care. Saw my coworker Mario's emails with his daughter. We hugged. Now it wasn't a full hug. It wasn't a full body embrace. Part hug, part handshake. I don't want to make my Laotian lover, Mr. Pow, jelly. Okay, it was not a real, actual hug, legitimate hug. But he starts going off like, I hate Costco. It's always so busy here. There's always so many people here. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. What's with all the hostile rhetoric? Hate's a strong word. We had planned to order pizza at the food court right when we walked in. Place an order for a pie. Takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever. And then, so our plan was walk in, place an order for a pie, and then do our shopping, and then grab it on the way out. Completely forgot, completely blanked, just flitted out of our cabezas. But realistically, I got an impression. God intervened. He said, you don't need them carbs, fat boy. So we forgot to order a pizzeria. Costco, the best of retail, the best of commerce, the best of capitalism, also the worst in those same three exact categories. You always got to have your head on a swivel, always turning a corner, bumping into people, possibly bumping into people, bumping into the giant t-shirt tables, people's other carts, they're bumping into you. I almost smacked into two different gals. At one point, Carolyn I was looking at something, and Carolyn was like, "Honey," and I almost hit a lady, and I said, "Oh, sorry, honey. It's just I found this box of crackers extremely fascinating." Self checkout, we do that now. I don't like it. It's too. It's not clear on how best to approach it. So there's three parts to it. You gotta retrieve the stuff from your cart. You gotta scan the stuff to get the price, and then you gotta arrange it in the box that you grab from the giant box holder thingy that they have at every Costco. And then sometimes, like, you got to put it down on the scale, but you don't put it down fast enough, or you put it down too fast. And so you get an error. And at Walmart, yeah, self checkout can be a pain, but there's people with handhelds, and if you're at checkout number 3 or whatever, and you get an error, that employee will get a little boop on his mobile device, and he'll be like, "Oh, I gotta go to number 3 and help these losers out." Costco, no such thing. Now there's an employee floating around and keeping an eye on things, but at one point we had an issue. She was helping someone. We had an issue, and then another checkout had an issue, and it was like, "Help! Please help! SOS, Miss Costco lady." But I was in charge of I was in charge of the retrieve and the scan, and then handing it over to Carolyn to arrange in box. But I didn't feel that was the best or fastest or smartest logistical method of handling the self-checkout. I feel like I should retrieve, and then she scans, and then she arranges, but we disagreed. Oh, how will our love survive? Some stuff we bought. So Real Good Chicken, lightly breaded, claims to be lightly breaded. Real Good Chicken. They're at Costco. They're also at Walmart. They're everywhere. But they have a special Costco version. So the regular version is 180 calories. You can buy it at Walmart, Rayleigh's, whatever. But their Costco version, 120 calories, 60 less calories, because the Costco people, the Costco retail people, work with Real Good, and they say, a little bit more of this, a little bit less paprika, and they get it down to 120 calories. So we definitely buy the Real Good, but we stopped buying the Real Good everywhere else because it's 180 calories. It's like, dude, plain chicken is 100 calories. Breaded chicken is 200-ish. You're practically breaded chicken, but the Costco Real Good, 120 calories. So we love that stuff. Carolyn cooked the entire package in one sitting. We didn't eat it all. We ate it throughout the week, but it was really good. And it's not fried chicken, but it's a step up from just your plain barren chicken breast. Blueberry sourdough loaf. Listen, I'm a sucker, okay, for viral, trending, hack algorithm. I saw this all over my For You page, guys. It's everywhere. It's all over my feed. Hashtag FYP. But I was like, yeah, I want to try it. It sounds really good. I saw people praising it. And by people, I mean 2 to 3 people on Reddit, r/Costco subreddit. Lots of fun there. But I was like, I want to try it out. So we bought it. $9 for a blueberry sourdough loaf. Get it home. 1 bite. I was like, nah, fam. Tossed it. Carolyn didn't like it either. She tried to toast it. She tried to put some butter on it, some jam, but we weren't having it. It was so dense, and it was just like, this is not pleasant to eat. So we threw it directly into the trash. Yeah, it's $9 down the drain, but We did it for the story. We did it for the clicks. Carolyn bought a hat, an Adidas hat, $16.99, $4 off, making it $12.99. But it's one of those bucket hats. It looks like a Kangol. And when she wears it, she looks like LL Cool J or Run DMC in their heyday. We got the Costco meatloaf and mashed potatoes, the ready-made thing at the back of the establishment where all the prepared food is. Mashed potatoes were fine, I guess. They're a step up from your box taters. But the meatloaf, I was expecting more. Very mealy, very, very ground very fine, dry in some spots, just a little gamey. No bueno, me no likey. Carolyn's meatloaf, a billion times better. By the way, she hasn't made it in about a year. But yeah, I was like, never again. $18, and it's a lot of food. It's about 6 servings of meatloaf. But just no bueno, me no likey. Then we hit the food court because I got an impression, and God said, "Go eat some carbs, fat boy." So there's people who put their hot dog inside the chicken bake, or they remove the cheese from a slice of pizza, and then they wrap that cheese around your hot dog. Can we all grow up? You're telling me that cheese and bread and a hot dog is really tasty? Well, I'll be damned. We did get a chicken bake because Carolyn was hungry. I was mildly hungry. She wanted to sit down. I was like, let's go home and eat this because it's fine. It comes in its little bag, its little carrying case. So I wanted to go home. She wanted to sit there and eat. So we negotiated like Warner Brothers trying to buy Netflix, and we compromised, and we just started housing it while we were walking out. Began noshing. And so I would take a bite, hand it over. Carolyn would take a bite, hand it back to me. I would take a bite, hand it back and forth, and on and on and on. And it was kind of like when you get a burrito wrapped in aluminum foil. You're running out of burrito, but you still got to deal with the aluminum foil. So this the paper bag or whatever that it comes in. We're dealing with it, and the chicken bake is getting less and less and disappearing into our bellies. And at one point, the chicken bake fell out of its wrapper. It's like, okay, well, we're eating the chicken bake sans wrapper now. Now, at this point, Carolyn's driving, and we're still doing back and forth. Take a bite, hand it back, puff, puff, give, puff, puff, give. And then she proceeds to take a bite. Now remember, the chicken bake is completely naked, void of any clothing or wrapper. And she proceeds to take a bite. And then all of a sudden, this chicken bake juice, leavings, nectar, liquid stuff just comes right out, begins of the bottom of the chicken bake while she's holding it, while she's driving, while she's eating, and just it spills all over her leg. She was wearing black yoga pants, and some of it onto her seat, her driver's seat in her 2012 Kia Sorento, and all this just hot white nectar just all over everywhere, pants and seat. And it was like, oh dear, well, I guess we need the wrapper after all. But I didn't understand it. Like, I don't remember the chicken bake being all wet and moist and having all this stuff at the bottom, but that's what had happened. By the way, their chicken bake has been upgraded. We got it 6 years ago maybe, and it was terrible. It was just like, there was just no taste, zero taste. But what they've done is put some melted cheese, some crispy melted cheese on the outside. So you get that little action happening. And then they kick the Caesar flavor up from -1 billion to 2. It's mild, but it's there. But yeah, it was really good. And we enjoyed it. And then she came home and interior detailed her 2012 Kia Sorrento. Okay, I think I'm done. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace out. I'm Audi 5000 G Money. Gotta go. Late. See ya. Fiend. But seriously, it was gross. Just the chicken juice stuff, whatever, just rained down upon the thigh and the seat. It was like, oh, major turn off. But it was good. Okay, late.